All right, YouTube, we're over here. We're back. All right, I'm gonna need you for a second. So I want to talk about one of the pet peeves in Wing Chun, which is facing and footwork and putting them together. One thing that I really encourage you guys not do is this when you chi sao with somebody. You guys ever see this when people chi sao and they go, oh yeah. Number one, I'm gonna tell you, I know you guys are trying to get the sensitivity down, Pat, but when you take your eyes should always be focused on the sternum, right? Always, that's the center of focus. And even, I don't care if you even close your eyes, keep them focused in on there, because your body is gonna wind up going where your intent is focused on. Keep your eyes beelined on somebody's center, always, all the time, no matter where you're at. It may look cool, like you've got your head drifted off on the planet, feeling sensitivity, but I'm gonna tell you, close your eyes and focus off to the side, and then close your eyes and focus in them. Your body's inner gyroscope is gonna teach you how to focus on where to go for that. So number one, just a pet peeve of mine, don't do it, you look stupid anyways. Second thing, we're talking about shorter guys Wing Chun and how to bridge the gap on things. One of the things we were talking about today, and we'll face this way, is from the basic lop chop movement. I was teaching these guys to turn, come up with a lop, and then you're gonna take a hit, you're gonna take a dive. And the distance we have, how the turn, why we turn in certain movements. A couple of different things in this teaching lesson. The fox sao is not an arcing motion. Fox sao is a striking motion, comes right in, right? If you don't turn, I lose distance. So I do turn, I gain more distance, right? The problem with a turn is when I turn, you're gonna push into me, like take my balance, right? As I turn to do that, push it. I have to compensate. How do I keep my balance for that, right? So I'm gonna turn again and push. Yeah, I gotta keep that structure, right? It's still good. Now, if he gets underneath me, root me up and push. Yeah, here's your Po Pai Chun energy, right? It's gonna be a problem. So for a shorter guy's problem, how I come up with that solution is, as I turn, I step. Remember I said the other day, strong side, opposite side? So here's this side here. Number one, I close that distance even more. So if I'm chi saoing somebody who's bigger and taller, I close that distance by stepping in. I still turn and I step. Here's my distance. So no matter where he's at, I then have all that leverage. Strong side, opposite side. So the attacking side, opposite side is accompanied with it. Another piece of it is, it always gets me inside for recovery. I think every turn should be accompanied with a step. So if I turn, it should be accompanied with a step. Change that angle. Gives me so many more options. If I change that angle, I still turn and step. Also, going back to the video I did talking about the separation between hips and waist, I can still turn and step by keeping my hips going forward into him, but turning my upper body, my waist, and making it easier access for him, because then I still have that power to come here with the other turn. Sometimes I over-exaggerate it, turn, step, step. Sometimes I just turn, step with waist only, and then it's gonna give me my opening. These are things to play around with and why it's important to understand. Shorter person's Wing Chun, you turn, step in. Learn, maybe your hips are going forward, turn your waist. If you turn and step, turn your waist. These are things you have that the form teaches you, especially Chum Q. This is all found in Chum Q, but I wanted you guys to see it in application, just a little bit of a chi sao purpose. Hope that makes sense.
Be sure to go to becomewar.com and click on the War Chest. There you'll find access to our website, podcast, merchandise, and public Facebook group. And with the purchase of every program of Become War, you get exclusive access to our community Facebook group and what you need for that iron sharpening iron. Click on becomewar.com today and become war.